Alright, we're back. More interruptions. Okay, I put in the 40 thou washer and took out the 50, so I gained 10 thou. So now when you push this like this, you have, feels like 10 thou. And you go like that, you get even more. So we can either leave it like that, which we know I have no problems, or we can put it back like it was with the 50 in there and basically about -2. And as all this stuff wears in, it'll gain a little extra clearance. But sometimes the customers don't like it when the sprocket goes in and out about 50 thou, it seems like. So that's going in and out about 30 right now. So that's the question. Which way do we go? And this still gets tight at points in here too for some reason. Turns freely, you turn the clutch gear one side, it's still turning freely, turn a different way there. Then it tightens up this spot. Still turns, but got some drag on it. So that's why you have to break stuff in. There's tight spots and things. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the 50 thou back in there. Will be about -1 or 2. And it'll wear itself in pretty quickly. That way after about 500 miles you won't have too much in play and everything over there. But, this one over here was good. Yep, it's got the clunk clunk. You get my screwdriver back. So we're good. Oh, I didn't, before I do this, maybe I check to make sure it shifts. We didn't check that part yet. Okay, so I have a shaft and no splines over here and I got no lever. So he told me to put a rag around a pair of vice grips on there and just go back and forth on there. I don't think I'm going to do it that way. So I'm going to go find me a shift shaft. We'll be back. Okay, we're back. I went and found me a Harley shift lever, not shaft like I said. So this is probably a shovel head one. It's got the later arm on it. It could be a 70s Sportster also. Anyway, that goes on there like that. I'm going to go ahead and tighten up the lever here a little bit. See if we can make this thing shift. Okay. Okay, there's low gear. There's neutral. We have no more gears after neutral. We have no second. Nope. No low either. Here's low. Nope, that's neutral. It doesn't shift. There, we got low finally. So this shifting mechanism sucks. Okay, let's see if we can get out of low gear and go to second. Nope. Okay, the problem is if you push too hard it slips on the shaft. Shifting mechanism is not working very good. Okay, well, we're not getting anything happening here, obviously. So we'll do this a couple times to get some marks in there. I'm doing this on purpose. Okay. Maybe there'll be some marks there now to see what the problem is. Because obviously it's not going to work that way. Good thing I checked that before we put it back together, huh? What do you want, Scooby? You back? Good boy. Okay. Let's get rid of some of these tools here. Parts and pieces. Here, I got some room now. Okay, so now we are back into this again. Here we thought we were going to be home tonight. Why would you want to do that for? Alright. Remember I said those shift shafts don't always work too good. Guess which one we're trying to shift. We're trying to shift that one that's that one I don't like. Okay, now let's see if we can bench shift this now. Not punch yet. Okay. 3/8 punch. Goes in a hole here. I want to look at this too. Okay, there is our indent issue. Okay, see how it's hitting really hard right there in the indent? That's our problem right there. It's bottoming out inside our mechanism here. So why is it bottoming out? Okay, let's see if it'll bench shift. There's low. Did we get low gear? Second don't work. The mechanism doesn't shift very well. There we go. Now it's springing like it's supposed to. Okay, went through all the gears. Third. Second. Low. Second. Third. Back to second. Neutral. Okay, so everything's shifting here. We're not shifting as there. I think we're back to this piece of crap truck thing here is a problem. So we know this is a little bit too high. When things are too high, this engages too far into the groove, and when you go to shift, it binds up. If it's way out here, you have more room to move like this. See? So you can see how we're binding. We're hitting right there hard. So I got two options. I can either, well, I got three options. I can leave it alone. Who needs to go on? We don't need second gear anyway. Low gear is all you need. We can go in there and grind out the inside of it here to get more clearance. So that's leaving a mark right there. We can put a chamfer on that, which will allow it to bow up more, see? So we're having that problem right there, see? So we need to be up higher like this, we can move it up more. So this edge here is too sharp. The other option is to cut this and move it down, which would pull it away. So instead of being right there, it would pull it up a little bit, which would help on the angle slightly, but I don't think it'd be enough. And the other option is to throw that piece of crap away and put a Harley one in there. Now I know the owner thought he was buying a good part, so we'll have to see about this, what we're going to do. So right now I want to go see if there's if they did a change on these and put a chamfer in here on the later ones. And if so, that might fix our problem. So we got to find some shifters laying around that not being used. I used to have a bunch of crap laying around here somewhere. Yeah, stuff's too light. Yeah, look at that. Look what I found. Boxes of crap. Here's an early one. You can see how it's got the sharp edge on it the same way. This is a later one, and it has the sharp edge also on there. No difference on that. Alright. Sharp edge. See, all these have a sharp edge. They're not cut away. This is a later one. See, it has a spring in there. It's got two big levers in there. This one here has plungers and pistons, like a 4-speed ratchet lid would be on a big twin. So here's a, let's see, this is a 77 style, I think. See the difference? This has a countable in it. This one's flush. This is for the recessed, so you can run a shift shaft through here. This one didn't have a shift shaft, so you see how it sticks up higher. This one would be flush, this one sticks up. So we can try one of these and see if it'll work. Here's an early one here. This is a nice brand new looking thing, doesn't it? This looks like it's almost brand new. Ah, it's missing all the threads though. Somebody stripped it out, and that's why it's sitting around new. Okay, so that's a pretty nice looking unit. We can try that. Little light one. Or I can just try swapping out one of these here. I think the bases are all the same. See how's the threads in this one? Looks a lot better. Yeah, I think the bases are the same. I'm going to go look in my parts book to make sure the bases are the same. And if they are, I'll do that. Otherwise, I got this whole unit here I can clean up, helicoil it, fix it, and put it in and see what happens. Oh boy. Oh, another night's fun. There it is. It's almost 10 o'clock. Ain't got nothing done yet tonight. Wonderful. We can't even put a transmission together in one day. Yeah, it was already half done to begin with. Alright, I'm going to go clean all this junk up, and we'll be back. What are you doing, Scooby? Scooby wants to go. Okay, I cleaned these both up here. So this is the same one as he's got, except it might work. And this one here, but I'm not sure because this looks like aftermarket, but the rest of this looks pretty original. Who knows? It might just be a new one. And this is definitely an original one Harley here. This is the later design. In '72 they went to the lever style here and got away from the piston style. So this is the one that's stripped out, so I'm going to have to go helicoil it. So we're going to go take it apart. And this thing's a piece of crap, maybe. I'm guessing it's a piece of crap, but who knows?
Well, it's here.
Yeah.
Probably 90% of the things here are not. They're experienced.
Experienced.
Vintage experience.
Yeah, good. They stayed in there. That makes it a lot easier when it doesn't fall out.
And which style is better, the piston or lever?
Problem is, there's no way holding on to this to helicoil it, because this is in the way. Oh, those springs aren't very good. Pre-wedged. I'm thinking that's original because that takes a while to do that. Usually get broken.
They're brand new though.
Yeah. At least that works. Maybe we'll put some new springs in there. Okay, well now I got to what I want to work on anyway. Okay, so I want to drill a hole in there, but see, I don't want to lose this piece here. I was hoping I could just drill straight through, but it's probably best if I didn't drill straight through, because that's where the spring goes. That's a very, very short helicoil. And it looks like the hole is about ready to poke through already, so I can't go any deeper than that. Maybe this way it wasn't fixed. Wonderful. Well, we found out the springs are bad, so there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, and the total loss. I know this spring is still good. See, it hasn't broke yet. That's the problem with these springs. Special hole helical braking tools. You handle that?
Yeah.
You doing, Scooby? You sucking your toes over there?
Sucking his toes.
And the dog is rough.
Yeah.
You got a vise right here. Look at that. Ooh, that looks like it's almost level. Too much work doing that. I'm missing some tools around here. I can't see where's the squat mark at. Okay.
I'll set up.
Yeah, I'll set up.
What's that?
It's a level. It's off a little bit. It was good until I touched it. I went too far. Oh, I know I went too far that time. How flat that is. So I need a screwdriver. Good thing I got one lying around here. You got our fine tuning adjustments, see? Did that on the move. Yeah, I can live with that. It was good until it said low battery.
Yeah. I don't know if the camera can read what it says, but
I guess it's time to put a battery in it. Let's find one. Okay. Take those burrs off that are on there. Okay. Good deal. What size hole is that?
not big enough.
Not big enough? It's probably 3/8 cord thread. Says it takes an X drill. Got an X drill laying around?
I'm sure you do.
I do.
I think you do.
Would that be in the X drill department?
I do.
It feels like it's thin on chips down there. Oh. No, what?
Got a lot of chips.
Well, this big one right here is on my toe.
Ooh, yeah. Big old chip.
Oh, it looks like we're already at an X drill.
Ah.
The hole looks like it's pretty bad.
Yeah, it does.
I'm thinking it's worse than stripped.
Probably crooked too.
Spotted it all the way to the bottom. But they're saying use an X drill. That's way past an X drill.
I don't know what an X drill is.
That's the size of this drill bit.
Huh? Size X?
Yep. See how loose it is and
I was noticing that.
it's nice and loose.
Very
Look
loose.
how loose it is up there.
Mm.
See down there I drill it's pretty good, but up here it's pretty loose.
Yeah.
This might not clean up very well. I might have to use a different one.
That's why it was in your junk box, huh?
Maybe that's why. Could be. And see we have a bottoming tap here because I made it a bottoming tap.
Oh yeah, and made it flat.
Yeah. Use the camera to look at that.
Yeah. Camera.
You get your eyeballs looking at it separate from the camera, it's not the same thing.
One day we're gonna have cameras in our eyeballs.
And like a Google glasses somewhere I heard.
Glasses that do that?
Yeah, somewhere.
Hmm.
Festival. I put that chip on the floor right where I walked again.
Oh. There's chips on the floor. Someone's leaving a mess.
Oh, yeah, just get out of the way. Someone else did that, we don't care.
Probably came out of my transmission.
See, I only went one turn before I bottomed out.
Yeah.
Was I cutting it close?
I think probably.
Oh. Okay, are there any helicals in there, threads? There's a few in there, not many. Yeah, it looks pretty scarce on the thread part.
Is that tight or loose?
It feels tight, but it's not.
Mm.
Okay, half a turn, one turn. About 1.5 turns extra from the bottoming tap.
Mm.
You know, it looks like it's pretty tight, but in the real world, it ain't.
Yeah, that tranny's not gonna think it's very tight.
Well, the threads are not very tall. They're kind of like molehills instead of mountains.
Yeah.
It's supposed to have nice and peaks in there, not kind of low valleys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of lacking. Can't tell how bad it is, but I'm sure they're not too awful many threads in there. The one thing about a helicoil, as long as it bites on something, it'll work.
Is the helicoil as strong as a regular thread?
It's stronger because it's bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And it's stainless instead of iron. So yeah, there's just not a lot in there to go against. See how flat the peaks of the threads are in there? So it's pretty low. It's not exactly the best of condition. It's almost like it had damaged threads or something.
Yeah.
Hard to believe. Ooh, there's a short helicoil. Look at that.
Be more shocked if stuff was actually
That's
good.
Probably not quite. I'm thinking there's too many threads on that helicoil.
You can't cut pieces off of it.
Oh, the helicoil?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you do that?
Oh, like that.
What? What did I do? What did I do?
Just making something fit.
That was a special helicoil. What are you talking about? I didn't do that. Okay, so if you count the threads, how many are in there, and how many you got here, it gets you close. The problem is the helicoil bottoms out, it doesn't work correctly, so you gotta be above it. I think we'll try that. What do you got for an installation? You got an installation tool?
Looks like you got one.
No, I don't have the driver to drive it. You just have to use human power.
Well, human power is pretty good.
Well, the further down you go, the harder it gets to turn, though.
Mm-hmm.
See?
That means it's tight.
It is getting tight.
Is that actually a special end, or is that just something you made?
Yes, no, it's a tool.
Hmm.
I think we're under 2 feet. Where's a bolt? Got a bolt?
Nope. There's a bolt.
Dad put a bolt in there so you know how deep it is. Hey, it gets tight when you're into that far. Good. Now the problem is going to be is how you can get that to break off because it's bottomed out.
The tab.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, I'm not sure how we can get that off of there. Yeah, it's bottom at the bottom of the hole, so it's going to be hard to break it off because there's not much flux area. We'll just have to
Persuade.
manipulate it a little bit. It's a little darker, I'm trying to see. There we go. Tang's right here. No, over there. See that goes all the way down? Tang's up there. So you get a quick wrap. If you're lucky, it breaks off cleanly. It did break off cleanly.
Did it break a little bit?
It broke that time.
Oh, yeah. There it is. Into the trash.
Where's the bolt at?
Probably right there.
You mean this one?
Yep.
It goes all the way in.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I drilled through. Yeah, see right in there. Yep.
That was close.
When I tapped in there, it cut into it. Yeah, it's
wow.
close, but it goes all the way down.
Now it works.
So the first couple threads are kind of questionable, but after you get in there a couple more, it starts to bite. Alright, so we'll have to go take a test and see if we can tighten that. Where's your X drill now?
Back into the box.
Back in the X drill spot.
Yep.
Some crap to put away. Still putting stuff in there. Did all that just to get one little simple job.
Oh yeah.
Just to put a tranny together.
Usually. You're like, oh, it's only gonna be a quick thing, and then you got every tool you own all over the place.
Yep, I've been there, done that. Okay. I just got done putting this all together.
Well, nobody can say you don't care about the quality of your work.
Yeah. Oh well. You can say a lot. All right, be back a
You
second.
can still be wrong.